pro football team competing and representing Houston, Texas in the IWFL. Come out and support the Houston Energy as they charge for an IWFL championship. Home games played at Dement Stadium, 1000 Keene Street in Galena Park, Texas. Tickets $15 at the gate. Check them out at HoustonEnergyFootball.com for pre-order discounts. That's HoustonEnergyFootball.com. NYSR is proud to be the new home and voice of the Houston Energy. All Houston Energy home games will be broadcast live on NYSR, National Youth Sports Radio, with Kenny Long, the voice of Friday Night Tights. Just go to nationalyouthsportsradio.com and click on the live Houston Energy link. Once again, that's nationalyouthsportsradio.com and click on the live Houston Energy link. Houston Energy Football. Go Energy! Sports Safe. Sports Safe is a brand of video games designed to educate youth players ages 5 through 13 about sportsmanship and safety. Using any compatible mobile device, tablet, or computer, kids and parents alike can learn about safer play through short, interactive scenarios. Dr. Jillian Hotz and her team have created this uniquely designed game system for both player education and to serve as a compliance tool for leagues and teams. Sports Safe is now a proud sponsor of NYSR, National Youth Sports Radio. For more information on how you can participate, purchase, and be a part of Sports Safe, you can check them out on the web at www.sportsafe.com. That's sports with a Z, safe.com. Or go to nationalyouthsportsradio.com and click on the Sports Safe banner. You can also email them at info@sportsafe.com. Give them a call at 1-800-970-3886. Sports Safe. Play safe.
You're listening to NYSR, National Youth Sports Radio.
Kennie Long Show here on NYSR every Monday through Thursday, starting at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time, Central Daylight Time. Once again, on the go. That's the number to call. NFL Monday Night Football last night. Doubleheader to end week 1 of the NFL season as it all got started up. Vikings. What a surprise. I have to say, I was surprised when it comes to the Minnesota Vikings. I asked a question on the Twitter poll at Kenny Long NYSR. Kenny is spelled Kennie. Who wins on Monday Night Football? Saints versus Vikings. 67% of the voters said the Saints would win. Only 33% believed the Vikings would do it. Vikings over the Saints 29-19. Bleacher Report predicted the Saints to win 31-21. I picked the Saints to win. Yeah, what a shocker that was. Vikings looked really good. Sam Bradford looked really comfortable. Really good with that offense. Very comfortable back there in the pocket. Good protection. So I don't know if it. Yeah, I know they've had some acquisitions. They made some changes there in Minnesota, particularly to that offensive line to give him that protection. But I didn't really expect it that way. Either New Orleans' front defensive line is that bad, or that Vikings offensive line is that good. Even their run blocking was fantastic. Delvin Cook just torched the Saints defense. It was just an all-around great game by the Vikings. 29-19 the final score on that game. Broncos and Chargers was the second game on tap. Took that to the Twitter poll as well at Kenny Long NYSR. 67% believe the Broncos will win, 33% believe the Chargers. And they were right. Broncos over the Chargers, 24-21. Bleacher Report predicted a 23-20. You can't get much closer than that. I thought for sure the Chargers were going to go in there and steal this. I thought the Chargers would go in there with a chip on their shoulder and take this from the Broncos. But Trevor Siemian looked a lot better behind center this year, at least in this game. Looked really good against the Chargers. Chargers made a late rally as usual, but that's been the demise of the Chargers here the last couple of years. They just find ways to lose games. And a lot of times it's like they dig themselves such a hole that they got to fight their way. And they fight very well. They get there, but they just can't ever get the win. That's been the issue with the San Diego Chargers, now the LA Chargers. That's going to take me some time getting used. They've been in San Diego forever. I'm telling you, and I mentioned this yesterday during the show. If I'm a San Diego Chargers fan, I'm not liking the whole LA Chargers. I'm just not doing it. I was that way with the Houston Oilers. Houston Oilers left Texas. They went to Tennessee. It just wasn't the same. It just wasn't the same. Just wasn't the same for me. So, big match. Who's your big matchups for the NFL in Week 2? Who is the big matchups? What game are you looking for? What game do you want to see? Thursday night game's going to be. Well, nice if I had it on the right week. Let's see here. The Thursday night game for the NFL. As soon as things update here. Houston at Cincinnati. Speaking of teams that need help, this game's being played in Cincinnati Thursday night. Is this a game you want to watch? Here's what's going to make this game interesting for me. Cincinnati, I thought, was going to do a heck of a lot better. They got blown out. They got shut out by the Baltimore Ravens. And I'm not exactly sold on the fact that the Ravens are that good. I'm not sold on that. But Houston is in deep trouble here. And this is another coaching position I think is going to be open at the end of the season. Bill O'Brien has gone through more quarterbacks than any head coach in the tenure that he's been with that team. And he's always picking quarterbacks that have no business being the starter. Houston fans, you suffered through it last year, and I said it all year long. I said it the moment they signed him. Brock Osweiler was not the answer for the Houston Texans. And then they finally bench him, and they flip-flop between Savage and I don't even remember who the other guy is. I don't even think he's there. It was a T.J. Yates. They've had so many quarterbacks, I can't even remember their names. This year, they announced Tom Savage as the starter. Tom Savage has been a backup quarterback his entire career. They passed over Tom Savage to start the previous year. Why would you think this year would be any different? No, in order for Houston, and the sad part is it really shouldn't be this way. It's going to slow down, hamper the development of Deshaun Watson. But if you want to win right now, if Bill O'Brien is looking to save his job in Houston right now, he has got to start Deshaun Watson. He has to start him. Did you see the difference in that football game when Deshaun Watson came in? Number one, that offensive line for the Houston Texans is horrid. It is horrid. They couldn't block a cinder block. They can't block to save their lives. There is no time in the pocket for Deshaun Watson. There's no time in the pocket for any quarterback you stick back there. Houston, Texas offensive line is looking like the Cleveland Browns. And again, that's something I've been saying for several years now about the Houston Texans. It's that offensive line, as long as you do not shore up that line, do something about that offensive line and give your quarterback some time to operate. These are the type of seasons, the type of games that you're going to continue to have. And until that's changed, the Houston Texans will continue to be a one-level playoff team or worse. They may make the playoffs, but they'll lose in the first round. Because they just don't have the talent to protect their quarterbacks and give them time. They can have all kinds of talent. Deshaun Watson gives them their best opportunity to win right now because of his mobility. Good arm strength, great mobility, and it's a system that he is used to working with like he did at Clemson. He was a very mobile quarterback in Clemson. Now he has to be mobile simply because he doesn't have the line to help him. You really don't even have a running game to help him. If I'm the Houston Texans right now, if I'm the Indianapolis Colts right now, if I'm the New York Jets, I'm calling the New Orleans Saints right now and seeing what we can do to get Adrian Peterson. Because he's got no business being in New Orleans. He's wasting away in New Orleans. You could see that frustration on his face all night long last night. You need to work out some sort of trade. Get Adrian Peterson in your backfield. Then, of course, if you're the Browns, if you're the Texans, if you don't have an offensive line, that's not going to help much either. You got to do something about that offensive line. But Deshaun Watson gives the Houston Texans the best chance to win. They haven't made a decision whether he's going to start or yet not. Bill O'Brien likes to wait till the last moment to let anybody know. We'll find out what's going on. If Deshaun Watson starts, that might be a game I may pay attention to on Thursday night. If he's not starting, I'll just monitor Twitter, check in every once in a while, and once I get the announcement that Deshaun Watson is in the game, I may turn it on then. See what happens. Cincinnati might be looking at their first win of the season. Cleveland and Baltimore. Cleveland goes to Baltimore. Deshaun Kaiser had a decent game. Even in the loss, he had a decent game. That could be an interesting game. We'll find out Sunday if Baltimore is for real in what they did to Cincinnati, or is Cincinnati that bad this year. Arizona, Indianapolis. Two teams that lost this past weekend. Colts at home. That'll be an interesting one. Tennessee and Jacksonville. Jacksonville Jaguars torched the Texans, where they were predicted to have a 10-loss season. Is Jacksonville that good, or were the Texans really that bad? Tennessee's about to find out. Philadelphia, Kansas City. That's all Kansas City. I think Kansas City tears up Philadelphia. It'll be a good game. It'll be a good game. I think Kansas City will do it, and it's in Kansas City. Minnesota's at Pittsburgh. That'll be a good matchup. Washington at the LA Rams. What about the Rams? What did they do? Where did they come from? What happened? I don't think they scored 6 points all year last season. Look what they put up this past Sunday. Green Bay at Atlanta, that's a big one. That's the Sunday night game on NBC. And Detroit at New York. New York Giants looking to bounce back after the loss to the Cowboys. Detroit didn't look great, but they looked decent. Let's see what they could do. Dallas Cowboys, I think, have a bye.